Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers will face Charlotte Hornets and wants to expand their winning record and climb the Western Conference standings. The Lakers are in good shape this season, but they need to improve their defense, three-point scoring and a big pivot. We understand that with 2 or 3 good players who together have these necessary characteristics, the Lakers will certainly become favorites again. There are rumors that the Lakers want to sign Draymond Green, who is worn out by the Warriors and will certainly leave the Lakers with a great defense, and they also want to sign winger Bruce Brown, who is an NBA champion and can help the Lakers a lot as a sixth man and maybe even be a starter. The trade deadline is approaching and the Lakers need to hurry up and make new signings. Draymond Green and Bruce Brown are on the Lakers' radar. The Los Angeles Lakers are expected to be big players as the highly anticipated NBA trade deadline approaches. We are less than 2 weeks away from the February 6th trade deadline, and many expect Los Angeles to make a trade or two to bolster their roster. While that is the case, league sources suggest that they are expected to stand pat or make a move around the margins. If the Lakers were to take that route, it would not help their chances of making a deep playoff run. LA needs to make a big roster change, and in this trade idea, they turn to their division rival for a massive defensive upgrade. This hypothetical trade has the Lakers landing former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green. Here's how the deal would work using SpotTrack. Lakers receive Draymond Green. Warriors receive Rui Hachimura, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Green, 34, is still a productive player who can guard all 5 positions. He could be vital to the Lakers, especially on defense, where he excels the most. This type of trade may not raise the Lakers' title odds, but it would certainly improve their frontcourt defense with a potential duo of Green and Anthony Davis. It would certainly be the best defensive frontcourt duo. In addition, the Lakers appease Davis by getting an elite defensive frontcourt player. Green may not be a center, as Davis was vocal about in his conversation with ESPN's Shams Charania. However, Green plays big and would be a huge help for Davis and the entire defense. The Lakers need to shake up their roster, and while losing 2 key players in a trade idea, plus a first-round pick, hurts, LA gets a player to help them now and for a few more seasons. Los Angeles Lakers have another trade option to bring a champion forward. The Los Angeles Lakers are looking for ways to improve their roster ahead of the trade deadline. The deadline is in just under 2 weeks, so they need to make a decision. There are a lot of different players that the Lakers have their eyes on. Anthony Davis is hoping to get a center to play next to him. A guard is also on the table for the Lakers because they need some help with playmaking. They aren't really being too picky as far as the position that the help comes in at is concerned. Read more, Lakers could land $18 million guard in perfect trade before deadline. One player who could be on the list for them to trade for is Raptors guard Bruce Brown. According to The Athletic, Brown is someone who could be a good fit for them. Brown is someone who knows how to play on a winning team. He played with the Denver Nuggets during their title run. In his career, he has been known as someone who can play a bunch of different positions. When he was with the Nets, he played some small ball center. Brown is someone who a lot of different teams could use. He is a jack of all trades who doesn't care much about his stats. He only wants to win. The issue for the Lakers is that Brown makes a lot of money. His contract is close to $23 million for this season, which is a lot of money to aggregate in a trade. More Lakers news, Lakers blockbuster trade proposal sends Anthony Davis to Warriors. Los Angeles is hoping to make at least one move that can make them an NBA title contender. Depending on what the move is, it could do just that. This move would not be one of them. While Brown is a fine player, he's not someone that can push the Lakers over the edge. Lakers rave about Dorian Finney-Smith and his infectious win-first energy. For days after Dorian Finney-Smith joined the Lakers, J.J. Redick mocked something his newest player had said, using the kind of dismissive voice a teenager uses when they repeat something they thought was stupid. One day later, following the Lakers' win over the Hawks, Redick called his first-half performance awful. And last week after the Lakers dominated the Celtics, Redick, during a compliment, said Finney-Smith's two-shot attempts looked like he'd never touched a basketball before. Kinda harsh, right? Yeah, Finney-Smith said. I like that. Huh? I don't know, I respect people that's more honest with me, Finney-Smith told the Times. That's how you can tell they really care. And that's who my mama is. She doesn't play. She doesn't. There's no sugarcoating with Finney-Smith, a player who's helping transform the Lakers' identity in his first month with the team. And nothing the coach can say can compete with the texts he'll get from his mother after a few bad games in a row. She said, I feel like I'm Bulls, ting with energy because that's something you can control. She'll tell me, Finney-Smith said with a chuckle Saturday after the Lakers beat the Warriors. Like now, she'll say you got no offensive rebounds. She's serious. At least Redick said some of his slander is in jest. It makes it easier to have a guy in the locker room that you can do that to. 'Cause I actually think it's good for the group. The group knows I'm obviously joking. He knows I'm joking, Redick said. We played together, it was brief. But we both grew up in Virginia. We both played public high school basketball. We both played for AAU coach, Boo Williams. We had like a shared experience. I know I know how he's wired and he can take it. And it's all in good fun. I think he knows from day one what we've needed from him. And he's done it at a really high level. As the NBA trade deadline approaches on February 6, Finney-Smith's impact on the Lakers has been both tangible and intangible, the veteran giving the Lakers defensive toughness and three-point shooting on the court and galvanizing presence in their locker room where he's already become a favorite. It's a template for any future moves the Lakers make, finding a player who aligns with the style they want to play and the culture they're trying to create. The ultimate glue guy, Shake Milton said. Finney-Smith's defense Thursday on Jason Tatum and his work Saturday against the Warriors have given the Lakers things they just didn't have before they traded for him. He aggressively closes out on three-point shooters. He tries repeatedly to poke the ball free when he's guarding an attacker. He's low maintenance on offense, always ready to shoot and always willing to hustle back and defend when he doesn't get a touch. And he's never silent, calling out coverages, cheering teammates, just anything but quiet. I try to be an energy giver. So I just don't shut up. I just talk. And I'm gonna make sure you hear my voice as much as I can, Finney-Smith said. And it can't be LeBron James and Anthony Davis doing the talking. They're the ones who gotta make the decisions. They got a lot of stuff to handle. So the rest of us can be the energy givers. And it's been contagious. The talk is really contagious, and I think the toughness. That's what I was like really getting at a few weeks ago when I talked about the leadership component. Yeah. We all are leaders, Redick said. Max Christie, just because you're 21 doesn't mean you can't lead in some way. And that to me is like Dorian leading. His version of leading looks different than Austin Reeves' version of leading, which looks different than LeBron's version of leading. And I think the biggest thing is, this isn't shade at anyone else. It's not shade at anyone else in the NBA. But Doe is comfortable with who he is, like the player, the person. And in my experience, people that are like that, people gravitate towards that. People want to follow that. That's what Doe is. James said Finney-Smith is exactly what we needed. Reeves said that the veteran has been nothing but fantastic. Since his December 31st debut, the Lakers have been 51 points better than their opponents in Finney Smith's minutes, the best rating on the Lakers, even though 5 players have played more minutes. And that's just a part of his value.